Yo, it's me, it's the SCOTT, baby. Once again from the floor. But I'm here to give you the review of the 2004 film A Perfect Score, starring Chris Evans, Scarlett Johansson, Erika Christensen, Leonardo Nam, Bryan Greenberg, and is directed by Brian Robbins. So I got done with Carrie, and I'm getting ready to, because I'm moving things around. I told you I'm moving things around, that's why I'm doing this. And a friend of mine sent me a message saying, hey, I'm watching The Perfect Score. It's got the guy from Captain America and Scarlett Johansson. And I'm like, well, hey, I remember that movie. So I said, where you watching it? And he's like, oh, it's on demand for free. So went on demand, free movies, and I watched it. I got some of my movie done, but as you can see, not much because my stuff is. I'm still here on the floor with you. But I'm like, am I going to review this? I think I will. Because it's one of those movies, the coming of age stories. It revolves around 6 high school seniors who come together because they want the SAT and SAT test, the answers to the SAT tests. Now, I cannot relate to this because I did not take the SATs. I had a job waiting for me as soon as I was done with high school. So, I did not go to college. I do not need to. I have a job. Well, at least I'm supposed to, but, you know, with the schmandemic going on, thanks to Sharona, thanks to my Sharona, I'm not working right now, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so let's get into this. So the story revolves around 6 high school seniors who all have, you know, what they want to do. First, the main star is Kyle, played by Chris Evans. He still lives with his parents, of course, because he's a senior, and his brother also lives there. His older brother, played by Matthew Lillard. And it's Matthew Lillard being Matthew Lillard. And his best friend is Maddie, played by Bryan Greenberg from One Tree Hill. You're going to see, this is like, you know, everybody went on to do something else. You know, Chris Evans became Captain America. Scarlett Johansson became Black Widow. Bryan Greenberg had that stint on One Tree Hill. Leonardo Nam, he was in Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. He was Morimoto-san. And even Matthew Lillard went on to do stuff. He was Scooby-Doo too, you know? That same year, I think. But yeah, it's a very 2000s movie. The feel, the clothes, the attitudes, the music. It's a very early 2000s type film. And so it starts with Kyle, who doesn't get the score he wants to get on the SATs, because I don't understand it, because like I said, I never took it. And then his friend doesn't get it, and then so they decide they're gonna try to. They go to this girl who's like an heiress to the building that they have to get into to get the tests, and they talk to her to set this up so they can do this. But Kyle, the idiot that he is, tells Anna, played by Erika Christensen. Oh, by the way, Scarlett Johansson is the one that they go to talk to. And he tells her, and she tells Desmond, I can't remember who plays him, but who wants to go to college because I guess they don't think that basketball is good enough. See, that's what I don't understand is they're yelling at him because his grades aren't that good, but he's good at basketball, so isn't a basketball scholarship good enough? Guess not. And then you have Roy, played by Leonardo Nam, and he is a pothead, because in an ensemble movie you gotta have one, right? I think it's funny though. I think it's funny because, okay, so you know the dude from Freddy vs. Jason, everybody keeps saying is Jason Mewes, but it's not. He's in this as a different character. He plays like someone that Bryan Greenberg's character, Maddie, someone that Maddie knows, and they order a bouquet of roses and champagne to trick the security guard. And I'm like, well, why didn't you use him as the pothead? He did like a year earlier in Freddy vs. Jason, he was the pothead. But anyway, so yeah, this is produced by MTV, so you could tell it's a very MTV kind of film. And I'm gonna get the physical copy because it's a good movie. But anyway, so my first problem with this movie, because there's only a couple of things that I don't like, is you have Roy narrating, right? But you don't know who he is. He's narrating the characters, and it's not like 10 minutes in you finally get introduced to him. When they open the stall and they find him in there, and he goes, "Oh, wait, that's me." I'm like, it takes forever to get to that. And that's just a minor nitpick. This movie is great. Yeah, so they break in and stuff. I'm not going to go, because it takes forever to get this break-in going. Most of it is just preparation, and it's the climax that's really the break-in. And so, to get in, it's just Kyle, Maddie, and Scarlett Johansson's character, whose name I can't remember right now. So, the whole reason that Maddie wants to go to college is because he wants to go where his girlfriend is, because I guess she graduated. And okay, this one got me going, what? Because he called his girlfriend, and a guy answered, and he hung up, and he says, he blames the SAT for his girlfriend cheating on him. What? That's not how it works, man. But anyway, so this is his whole thing. He wants to go to college so he can be with her. And you know where this is gonna go. This is the early 2000s film. It's like a Breakfast Club for the 2000s, basically is what it is. It's 6 people who don't really know each other, and they end up knowing each other very well by the end of this. You know where it's gonna go. They get there, and there's no answers. In the room that he said there was in, they're not in there. And so they decide to bring Roy in because he can hack the computer, but everybody decides to come in. And this is where the problems really pick up for me. Is why do they all have to run in? Like, it's Anna that runs in, and she just like, and she runs in and just like, why? She's supposed to be the smart one. But then I guess it does go for her character because she's trying to be she was trying to act differently. Because by the end she dresses differently. She's not all uptight like before. It just, they do this so they can have the little, are they going to get out kind of thing. Because they all end up in there and they can't get to the answers because they need 3 different passwords from 3 different people. And Roy ain't that smart. So they decide, this is where I really gotta put my face palm on myself. Is they decide they're gonna answer all the questions and then write them down and test their answers. 1, how do you know it's the right answer? You just guess, because the way they were saying, they would say an answer, and if it was one of the answers on the thing, there, 10. She's second in the class. It's like, okay, the answer's on there. Doesn't mean it's right. The answer that you said is on there. Doesn't mean it's right, though. And then they are on their way out, and Francesca, that's her name. Francesca, that's Scarlett Johansson's character. She gets left behind. So Maddie, and there's this connection between the two of them. And you're like, okay, he's not going to go with his girlfriend. He's going to be with her. And he sacrifices himself and pretends he's going to steal a computer. And he gets arrested. The cops got there pretty fast. Because he's got the computer. He gets the guard shows up. They go to leave to go down. And then, they're like, oh. And they're like, come on, we got to go. And the cops are pulling up to the building. It's just like, how far away is the police station? When did he call the cops? It's very, very fast. And then the next morning, none of them use the answers that they went in. And now, I get the moral is supposed to be, they learned their lesson. They don't need the test. That's the moral. But Maddie got arrested for the shit. And you think he would be the one the most pissed. He ended up spending a night in a jail cell because of this. Why it was just overnight, I don't know. But, yeah. So, I understand what the moral's supposed to be. But, if I was Maddie, I'd be pissed because my ass went to jail for nothing. It's a good movie. I'm gonna give it an 8 because I really enjoyed it. There's a few faults, but it's still a good movie. So what are you guys' thoughts on The Perfect Score? Let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully my next video will be where it's supposed to be. I don't know anymore. But thanks for watching. I've been Scotty. See you in the next one.